Namaste, beautiful soul connector. Welcome. This is day 3 of the 7-day self-care challenge for driven women who don't know how to stop. I'm Claudia-Sam and I'll be your guide on this 7-day journey. I support driven women like you who feel lost from their purpose, who've hit rock bottom, or who've had a burnout and now they are ready to live life with more meaning. I guide them to confidently trust themselves and take the leap fearlessly towards their purpose while creating a fulfilling life filled with joy using my tune-in method. In day 1 and 2 of the 7-day self-care challenge, we worked on body awareness. And if you have not yet practiced day 1's body scan, go back and do it. And if you have not yet practiced the I am calm breathing and affirmation meditation on day 2, go back and do it. It is so powerful. And before we go into day 3, let me tell you why I think day 2 is so powerful, because I actually experienced it yesterday. I was moving out of a home earlier than expected because of everything that's going on in the world right now. We are in a pandemic and it's not like we've prepared all our lives for it. My boyfriend and I, we left the home because our friends whom had lent us the home were arriving earlier from their vacation, and we rented an Airbnb. We actually went to the Airbnb and it was a super host and it was going to be this great experience, and I had chosen it carefully. Well, it turns out that it was not the way we expected it to look. So we had some bad news, right? We had to change our plans again. And what I did is that I called my mom and I said, Mom, can I come over? Because this Airbnb is not, it's filthy, it has mold, this is not, I cannot put my health through this, and the health of my partner either. So we left, and the first thing I did after unpacking my bags at my mom's was that I did the I am calm meditation and affirmation. It was so soothing, and it automatically brought me back to the presence of me, to the presence of everything's already okay, to grounding myself. I was in the moment and it was so soothing. I definitely could feel that my heart rate was lowering and was, just so much calmer. I just could feel it and I was much happier quickly. So I hope you get the chance to practice day 2's exercise as soon as possible if you haven't yet. Let's hop right into day 3. Make sure to grab a space on the floor where you can practice one of the yoga poses that I will suggest for you. I grabbed my yoga mat with a cushion and a block. You can use either or none of them. It's just, if you have those nearby, it might be cool to try them and see if the pose is more comfortable with that. We are moving into thought awareness on day 3. And here's why we're doing this exercise as a self-care practice. I don't know about you, but when I watch a movie or I feel like when I watch a movie or I read a story that is very intriguing, you know how a story has the beginning, the intrigue, the peak, and then the fall, and the hero is a hero and the end. That peak and that intrigue and that it's that fear that it sparks in you. Our body reacts. At least my body reacts. Does it do that for you? You know, when there's an action movie and they're gonna catch the bad guy and your body tenses up. I mean, mine does, and my heart rate races, and I just am in the story. It's the same thing for our thoughts. The thoughts have been conditioned, or rather we have been conditioned all our lives to react and to create stories inside the head in order to prevent harm, in order to feel more safe and to create this safety bubble for ourselves. You know, if we were faced with a lion right now, we would want to run the other way. We'd have the ego telling us, run away. It's okay, and we want those thoughts to be there. But when they create a story of what if it doesn't work out? How else could I have responded to this situation? And they create fear and they create worry and they create pressure and expectations to do better when everything was already okay. The storying that I call it that happens inside the mind is not necessary to our well-being. And in today's self-care challenge, we are actually going to let go and get rid of the storying and of the inner mental pressure that we give to ourselves, that we actually put on our shoulders. Sound good? Okay. Come into a comfortable child pose. So let me explain this. You're going to bring both big toes together and you're going to sit on your heels. If this is not comfortable for you, this is where the block or the cushion comes in. You can use the block just underneath your buttock, which means that in the long way, your toes might not be touching and you're just sitting at the edge. Okay, that might be more comfortable for you. Or you can use the cushion because you might have more of a cushion at home. And you want to widen the knees, maybe close to the mat's width. And you're going to inhale and lengthen the spine and feel the back in its natural curve. And exhale, roll the shoulders back. And I'd like you to bring in the lower rib in a little bit. Yeah, so we're not like super arched back, but we want to bring the lower ribs in so to have kind of a flat back, but there's still a mini curve here. So inhale again, lengthen the spine, lengthen the chest, feel tall, and lower the shoulders on your exhale. Inhale, we'll raise the arms up along the ears. And exhale, hinge from the hips, okay? From the hips, bringing the belly in. You're going forward, bringing the hands in front of you to the floor. And here you can place the palms down and just swinging the hips left and right so that you sink deeper into the cushion. Feel yourself arriving, opening the hips. And when you feel like you're ready, you can lower the elbows down and do the same kind of movement. And here I'd love for you to try not to sink the chest forward, but rather press the palms and the forearms down to spread open the shoulder blades. Yeah, so not really like that, but rather like this. Beautiful. And from here, I'd like you to try to extend the arms further away from you and lower the arms and the forehead to the floor. And with the forehead to the floor, close the eyes. And you're welcome to rock side to side again and feel into the posture. And as your forehead is on the ground, I'd like you to bring in what you learned on day 1 about the body scan quickly. And just look mentally, feel into the whole body. You are still in child pose. I'm just raising up so I can speak to you. So just mentally go through the body, releasing any physical tension that is not needed in this time. And relax the whole weight of the body into the earth. Relax the shoulders. And I'd like you to follow my lead as we take an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Sigh out. 2 more. Inhale. Fill up the belly. Exhale. Feel yourself supported by the ground. Last one. Inhale. Release the shoulders into the ground. Maybe there's a sound with that. Beautiful. Normal breath. And I'd like you here to please imagine that the forehead had a little door. Now you open the door mentally. And whatever worry, mental pressure, negative thought, any storying that doesn't serve you, let those thoughts out through the forehead door, out through the mid-eyebrow center, out through the third eye. And feel them, see them. Maybe you see words pouring out through your forehead, down into the earth, And it's not like we're sending that in a negative way to the earth, but rather we're wanting it to be composted, reused, changed into something better and positive and helpful and hopeful. So feeling all of the worries and the pressure go out through the forehead, and feel like your body is being even more supported by the earth. And when you feel like you've evacuated what you need to evacuate, then close the door. Feel the door of the forehead closed. I'd like you to find a smile on your face. And very gently, keep the eyes closed. Lift the head up off the ground. And then walk the hands towards the knees very slowly as you unroll the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Having the palms face down onto the thighs, and press the thighs away as you lengthen the chest forward. Open the heart. Lift the chin, little back bend. Exhale, bring the chin in and around the back this time. Inhale, come back to neutral. Bring the hands together at the heart center. We'll take 3 breaths together, and now we'll include the day 2 exercise of the I am affirmation with the breath. So we'll inhale for 3 and we'll exhale for 4. And as you inhale for 3, mentally say I am. And as you exhale for 4, mentally repeat calm. C-A-L-M. Exhale everything. Inhale for 3. I am. Exhale, calm. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale. And exhale, calm. Very gently rub the palms together. And place the hands over the eyes to cover the face. Finding the shoulders away from the ears, and very gently flutter the eyelids and let light come in. Beautiful. I'd love to know how you are feeling, how this meditation and this little child pose break was for you, and how you could visualize the words coming out, pouring out through the forehead. Please share your insights with me, share how you're feeling. I would love to know. I would really do. I'm so grateful that you are hanging out with me now. You are learning more and more ways to stop. They are not big leaps. You don't need to take much time. You don't need to have much space. You could do this under your desk at work if you really wanted to. You could do this in your closet, away from the mayhem of kids. You might not be able to do this in your car, but you could do this on the grass outside when the weather is nice. You can always find these really quick ways to calm down and release anxiety. It doesn't have to be an hour-long yoga practice. It doesn't have to be a 10K run. Okay? It really can happen anywhere at any time when your body needs it, and when your thoughts start storying and taking you elsewhere than in the now. That is your cue to stop. Thank you so much, beautiful soul connector. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And look out for the day 4 challenge in your inbox so that you can practice with me as we keep going in the awareness of thoughts. We are actually diving into what is really important to us, and how are we really feeling, and how can we address that in a simple and effective manner. Thanks again. See you in day 4. Namaste.